recent years, there's been an increased awareness of the declining bee and monarch butterfly populations, and with good reason. Here's a few statistics on bee and butterfly populations. There's been a 2.96 million decline in honeybee colonies between the years 1940 and 2015. In 1940, there were 5.7 million honeybee colonies in the US, but by 2015, that number had declined to 2.74 million. Honey production has declined by 90% during the 2019 to 2020 bushfire season, and US beekeepers lost an average of 40% of their honeybee colonies in 2018. Finally, there has been a 1.6 reduction in the total number of butterflies observed west of the Rocky Mountain Range each year since 1977. So why has this been happening? Both bees and butterflies have been negatively affected by habitat loss and toxic pesticide use as humans move to shape their environment for aesthetics by planting non-native species. Approximately 25% of Indiana's vascular plants are non-native. Not all invasive plants are inherently bad, but some can negatively impact the bee and monarch butterfly populations. This is because invasive plants, such as burning bush, grow tall quickly and can overshadow native plants such as wildflowers, which are essential sources of food for bee and butterfly populations. Besides burning bush, other invasive plants that threaten bee and butterfly populations include garlic mustard, purple loosestrife, Callery pear, and Japanese honeysuckle. And while this all sounds bleak, not all hope is lost for our bee and butterfly friends. You can help by planting a bee and butterfly-friendly yard or garden with a variety of plants and flowers that attract bees and other pollinators. Indiana has a wide variety of native plants containing over 2,000 different species. These native plants help provide nectar and pollen that bees and butterflies rely on for their daily life processes that non-natives lack. Some examples of native Indiana plants to include in your landscaping are marsh milkweed, columbine, and New England aster. Other natives that bees are particularly attracted to include bee balm, snapdragon, and evening primrose. Another plant that you should consider including in your landscaping or garden is milkweed. In Indiana, it can be grown in any region of the state. And as an added plus, milkweed is considered one of the best options for an ornamental garden since it does not spread by underground runners. Monarch butterflies cannot survive without milkweed. The caterpillars only eat milkweed plants, and only the monarch butterflies lay eggs on milkweed. Now you might be thinking, where can you find these native Indiana plants that we've described? The Indiana Native Plant Society has a directory of nurseries and garden centers on their website where you can purchase native Indiana plants. So plant a garden and save the bees.